There's Daddy.
Inside the vehicle at all times. This is private property.
On studio tour.
Studio
tour.
Pull the cord and remain seated. And Frankenstein, there's no smoking or vaping, please. Have to put that out. Be prepared. Our tour today features loud noises, fire effects, many water effects.
Oh, yeah.
There's also center trampoline that's during the tour, so secure your personal belongings and hold on. Finally, for your safety and those around you, please do not use selfie sticks when you're on board. So we did it. Welcome to the Universal Studios timeline, where on either side of this ramp and on your monitors you see
We're at studio tour?
Are
we on the studio tour?
Out here at Universal Studios, we have more than 110 years of experience.
But we don't need them
By the
yet
way,
until
this
we
is
get
only a
them.
small sample of the thousands and thousands of films we've released throughout the years here. Maybe one or two of your favorites. Definitely some Oscar winners. There's a title that catches your eye.
There's a Fast and Furious ride that they're building.
Yeah, you want to go on it because that's too scary.
No, thank you.
You don't think that other ride, the Jurassic Park, slow ride.
Also, I was telling you a little bit about the 400-acre lot that we're on out here. So this place is so big, we have a theme park with a studio. We're considered our own city. Like any city or town across this country, we need studios to operate. For example, we got our own fire department. Their job is to make sure that we are safe on the front lawn, the back lawn, up in the theme park, and our own medical facility.
Wow, that really is huge.
Substation, a bank, and dry cleaning, we have our very own city. And there is a point to all my bragging, I promise. Okay, I'll get to it now. That's because the man that you see on your monitors there, our founder, Carl Webley, wanted to create a one-stop location where you can do all your filming needs from pre-production, which is the planning, the budget, the casting, all release. We do that every single day here at Universal Studios. On your monitor, opening day, March 15th, 1915. Those are the first guests arriving here at Universal to see what this movie-making thing was all about. And since then, we've expanded quite a bit, and we continue to expand. On your left-hand side, we've been adding production offices, sound stages. Stage 12 is one of our oldest and largest. For several seasons, home to the boys, I'll show you where they picture later on the tour. It's also where they created the mansion in Scarface. Remember that scene where Al Pacino introduces you to his little friend? That was all filmed outside stage 12. Last poster on your left, Oppenheimer represents the 11th best picture win for an Oscar here at Universal Studios. So welcome to the front lot. As we go by these sound stages on our left, we got more than 30 different sound stages. I'm keeping an eye on the red lights. So if any of those red lights next to the door or above the door are flashing, that lets me know that they're filming inside and I'll jump off the microphone. So despite what a lot of people think, these sound stages are not 100% soundproof, more like 98 or 99%. A little Hollywood lingo for you, okay? The red lights are called wig-wag lights, and when they're flashing, we refer to as burning. You wait for them to go off, and then you can go inside. The big doors we're passing are called elephant doors. Some of them are open, you can peek in there. Over here on your left-hand side, these are 2 of the 3 different sound stages that they've been using for Bel Air, the dramatic version of The Fresh Prince of Bel Air. Just started filming season 4. And I got a couple stars from the series, from Artie Banks and Always Holden, to tell you what it's like to work on the show.
You got me water with the most one is you put egg on the cheese. You put cheese on the eggs, on the cheese is fried. Whoa, this is great. Don't stop it, you're alive. We can probably fit the whole Bel Air cast and crew there. Oh, we gotta get one of these photos. And for sure, you're lucky to know the Bates Family Mansion lives right here on the Universal lot. Right. Some of Bel Air's most pivotal scenes have been filmed right here. Jamar, what have been your most memorable moments? Oh, I don't know. I mean, there's so many to choose from. I got moments like just like that. What about you? Well, the Bel Air Academy gym set is here too, and I remember you having to sit in that cold ice bath for hours. Yeah. And that was very fun. Just couldn't feel my toes. No, but seriously, my favorite part of this lot is the talented crew who put it all together from hair, wardrobe, makeup, set design, props, and transportation. Transmo, yes. Yo, Transmo's the best. And they have the sweetest rides for us to play with. Actually, speaking of, we're gonna get a ride like this. We better go talk to Transmo now and let the student get back to the tape. Yeah, that's all it's gonna be. Don't have to drive. Oh, not at all. I've got the keys. Oh, man.
And you can check out Bel Air on our Peacock streaming service. Over here on your left-hand side, this hangar-type building is the mill. So when Jabari Banks is talking about some of the favorite sets from this series, that's what they make them there. Once they finish them, they bring them to the soundstage or to the back lot. Directly in front of the mill, every production has what we call a base camp. What do you find in base camp? You find hair, makeup, wardrobe. The stars have been dressing rooms.
Wait, what's the temperature right now?
This is all portable. In other words, if you go on location, you can bring these out. set them up, and then when they wrap, they bring them right back out
73.
here. And you can see how close they are to the
Feels
south
like
stage.
77.
Also,
why is
coming
it so
up over on the
hot?
left-hand side is a series of small buildings we call the bungalows. We're going to tell you about them on the Stars How to Train Your Dragon.
ADR Studio Tour. I'm Jared Butler.
I'm Mason Thames.
And I'm Nico Parker.
You know, these bungalows to your left are actually production offices.
Home to some of Hollywood's biggest filmmakers, including
hotter
Mark
than
Platt,
that.
one of the producers of our new live-action movie, How to Train Your Dragon.
Everyone wave.
You might be there right now.
And if you haven't already, be sure to meet the iconic and beloved Toothless over in the closet.
And see our movie only in theaters June 13th. Get your tickets now.
In the meantime, here's a sneak peek.
How to Train Your Dragon. Rated PG in theaters June 13th. Adults now.
Don't miss
What?
an action.
How to Train Your Dragon.
Oh.
It looks fine, but it looks like How to Train Your
City
Dragon.
Walk starting June 13th. I saw some of the sets that are coming back there. I saw that too coming by. You see a lot of the stuff before I even get a chance to see it because you're facing this direction.
It's gonna be 90 in Seattle.
Throughout the years here at these bungalows, we've had Dwayne Johnson working out here in Jordan Field, Monkey Ball Productions. Take a look over at your left-hand side and talk about Mark Platt. Remember? You see the Wicked Balloon over there on your left? They just dropped a new trailer for Wicked 2 coming out in November. And then there's one bungalow that looks different from all the other ones on your left-hand side. Bungalow 5195 used to be Alfred Hitchcock's house.
To that office. I said, no, I can never be in Hitchcock's office. I'd be very excited just to know he was there and walk by and know he was in that office. Hitchcock.
That is crazy.
I saw Hitchcock walking around the commissary. Hitchcock has Buffalo on the line. That's to see Alfred Hitchcock.
Well, we love the sun too, but it feels hotter here when it's 77.
Fear, terror, birds. That was a really scary movie.
Birds? Oh, man. That had me looking at crows like
You have no space? Okay.
Psycho, of course. Vertigo.
One of the all-time great masterpieces. Hitchcock was master.
Over on our left-hand side, some of our newest sound stages that are currently being used for St. Denis Medical. On your left, they're setting up an industry expo, so you can see them working in our metro sets. Let's go to
I like films that just take you away from your real life. Sweet rubbish. Completely does you're on board the ship, the Lost Island, you encounter monsters and creatures from, prehistoric times. So I was thrilled when Universal invited me back to Skull Island.
The 108 train that they used to do on the tour.
We have created this 3D
Yeah.
immersive experience, so you're going to have your glasses ready. Don't put
Ooh.
them on yet.
Oh, don't put my
Your
hand.
hand.
Have them in our hand because we're about to do something crazy.
Before we do
You're about
that,
to.
so please remain seated, hold on, don't keep your legs, please keep your hands and feet inside the tram.
You might want to put your headphones on. It's gonna about to get crazy. Yeah. What?
Your glasses.
Okay. Cool.
Put your glasses on.
Yes, it's about to get crazy. Hope you're ready.
Okay. Alright. Are you ready? It's about to get crazy. King
Let's
Kong
get crazy.
60.
King Kong.
Here we go.
Ooh. Oh my gosh.
people out there.
Woo! I got wet. That was crazy. She got to ride the ride with us.
You're not gonna be knocked.
I know.
I was choking out.
Hold on, I'm going to just help one of our guests right now as we do that. So let me show you the behind the scenes look of King Kong 363D.
Oh, my hand from holding on.
Okay, so thank you. Appreciate your patience there. What you're seeing, some of the behind the scenes.
A project like the studio tour, the audience is in the middle of the environment. They're looking in all directions. There's creatures coming at them. They're seeing Kong from this side and T-Rexes from the other side.
Working on a movie, we always know where people are looking. They're looking straight ahead. They're looking at the shot that we're working on.
Here you have to take into account that people are looking in all directions.
Also, one of the things about this ride, unlike the movies that we used to
You keep texting it wrong. Can you tell me?
Keep checking the word.
You said that loud crazy, huh?
Yeah.
WF. What?
This ring represents where the screen is 10 meters away. We really
How was it that
about
when
50
you're in?
minutes of a feature film. That amount of visual information, that number of pixels, and presenting them to the audience, it's a hell of a ride.
Okay, so as I mentioned, as we get ready to drive past some of our Metropolitan sets over here on your left-hand side, this is a industry expo. They got some of the latest equipment, lights, cameras, set up for this weekend here. This area, by the way, is about 4 acres in size. These are not real buildings inside, whatever the camera's going to see. And look closely, it's not real brick and mortar, it's plastic and wood. We're going to drive around to the back side of this and you get an opportunity to see as they set up some more for those as well. Now that big tall facade you see on your left-hand side, that acts as a sound barrier. Sometimes we have multiple productions out here working. It helps make sure they don't interfere with each other when they do that. I also mentioned that The Voice, they moved sound stages a few seasons ago, so this is the area of the back lot that they started working in. You'll notice coming up over here on your left-hand side, there's a lot of work going on in there. But cast and crew typically park in this area, and then, as we drive down in here, we'll set up catering over on your left too. We work long hours out here, 14, 15-hour days, pretty typical. You don't get the opportunity to leave the lots and then bring in the food. Also over on your left-hand side, stage 34. That acts as the makeshift mill for The Voice. So the sets that you may see if you're watching The Voice pretty much probably are built inside there. Then they bring them around the corner because those are the sound stages that they use for The Voice. You'll see as we go forward here, you can take a peek down on your left. You got the elephant doors open with that big red and black B logo. That's where they bring in the live studio audience and do The Voice. Now, right next door, stages 32 and 33.
We should do that sometime.
McIntyre show. Happy's place.
Go to something.
Close to that quiet zone. So we're going to go through Jaws, and I won't be able to say anything. But in the meantime, please remain seated. Keep your hands and feet inside the tram. After we go through Jaws, we'll be able to talk a little bit. But let me jump off the microphone. You can talk quietly amongst yourselves.
Oh, that's high. It is. Wow.
That was crazy.
It was. That was crazy.
That's not a good angle, Ross.
Oh, okay, like this? Is that good? The angle?
Otherwise, you're just looking at my nose.
Oh.
Oh, look at this. Look at the jaw set.
Uh-huh.
There's that shark.
It's just going back. It's just backing up.
Yeah.
It's just like backing. That was. Did you feel the hot? It was hot. It was really hot. Get that back.
Yeah, you can feel the heat. It's hot.
Honestly, coming around the corner here, I can talk for a little bit, and then we're going to go back into a quiet zone after earthquake. But welcome to Old Mexico. Let me show you how we make it rain here in Hollywood. We'll do the demonstration on your left-hand side. You see we've got some puddles out there. We're going to add to that water. When a storm is headed our way, hear that thunder? That's just a loudspeaker. The lightning you see on the buildings over there is strobe lights. With the flip of a switch, I can actually make it rain. Watch this. I'm going to turn it up so you can see it. I'll do it all the way, okay? As much as so you get the full effect. Ooh, that's a lot though. Now we use a very, very fancy and expensive system to do that. It's called a sprinkler system. When the sprinklers are played up, shoots water in the air and it comes down and creates a storm. So they get a little bit more lightning. Remember, it's just strobe lights in the buildings over there, right? There you go. Cue the thunder. Boom, just like that. You can bring this on location, the sprinklers, hook it up to water source, set up your cameras, go ahead and start filming. Whoa, that's a lot all at once. So you know what happens next, right? A flash flood. Heads up, if you're in a blue seat, you may get wet. Yes, they're all blue. Car red doesn't mean you're safe either, by the way. Here it comes. Let's see what happens.
Oh no.
That pig is about to get wet.
Oh!
No, Spider-Man, can you stop it? Oh, all that water's recycled. Take it back up to the top and drop on the next train. We do that more than 100 times a day for our guests. Lady Gaga and her music video Judas stands in the little flash flood. Those are all stunt work. It was also used in Big Fat Liar starring Paul Giamatti. Okay, now as we leave Old Mexico behind, you notice that we're entering our western sets called 6 Points. If you're fans of Quentin Tarantino, maybe you saw Once Upon a Time in Hollywood, these sets were all featured in it. Now, there's one scene I remember really well. It happened over here on your left-hand side. It says Opera House. But the film, it was a saloon, and on one side of that front porch, Leonardo DiCaprio sits in his director's chair. On the other side, Julia Butters. And then peek inside. That's a practical set. They finished filming the rest of the scene in there. When a western's being filmed out here, you really got to dress this area up. You notice how we're traveling on asphalt? That would look so bad if the camera captured that. So check this out. This is how my co-host Jimmy Fallon makes it last. This is where the tram is right now, but you notice you had the actors, the music, the props. You cover the asphalt with dirt, it becomes the Wild West.
This town ain't big enough for the both of us, Jimmy Fallon.
Well, I ain't going anywhere, Jimmy Fallon.
Nice folks in this tram don't want no trouble. They just want to check out 6 Points, one of the oldest sets on the Universal line.
I heard this is where John Wayne and Jimmy Stewart shot a few of their westerns.
That's right. That's where I aim to shoot you.
Looks like we got ourselves a Mexican standoff. Lucky shot.
Now what say you mount up and get out of town while the getting's good?
All right. I'll see you again, fella.
Or you can count on it, fella. Again.
This is the beginning of a beautiful friendship.
We just have to drop down.
And now let me show you what it looked like when we had Western stars like Clint Eastwood and Burt Reynolds working on these streets.
Maybe you're just gonna stir things up here. That I am.
Oh, now we're going to earthquake.
Land hit the ground first.
Now we're going to earthquake.
Okay, so over here on your left-hand side, there's a body of water that we've been traveling past. Throughout the years, it's gone by different names. When the tour first started, it was called the Hollywood Ocean. I thought that was clever. Now, pretty much just referred to it as Park Lake. But back in 1954, this was the Amazon River in this classic Universal Studios monster movie, Creature from the Black Lagoon. So that boat was out there. For trivia, maybe some of you know this, the boat's name was Rita. But where's the Gill Man? I'm going to show you. There you go. There's the Gill Man. That was his home out there with our Universal Studios classic monster movies. A little traffic in front of us. So as we get ready to come around the corner there, I wanted to talk about our classic Universal Studios monsters along with some of the modern day ones. And you're watching these scenes, you can see easily how the special effects have evolved throughout the years.
It's so annoying. But, oh, yeah, I don't look at me. No. Press fine, do not disturb. Do not disturb?
Yeah.
No.
No, they can't see that part, right?
No, they couldn't see it.
Okay.
Promise you. They probably only saw the chair. I know that because it makes sense. And now we cannot be disturbed. What do you mean? I just see this on the live. When we do live, we need this studio tour. Oh, with the mouth.
When we think of Universal, we think of monsters. Dracula, Frankenstein, Bride of Frankenstein, The Mummy, Hunchback. Classic. That Frankenstein.
It's one of the great icons of the world. That to me was like the essence of the Universal horror. I was just mesmerized by Boris Karloff, Lon Chaney.
I remember the original Universal Studios Mummy movie really scaring me.
And just a quick reminder, everyone, the studio tours at the halfway point. The studio is private property. If you drop your phone or just can't wait to use the restroom, please remain seated and keep your hands and feet inside the tram. I'll be back to this issue as soon as it's safe to do so. Now that's something over there everybody's checking out right there. Some of the latest equipment it looks like is in Europe, and put a camera on top of that beautiful car there on your left-hand side. Get the opportunity to see some behind-the-scenes Hollywood movie-making magic there. Now, right behind us and on the side of us, that area that we can't go through right now because we're getting ready to do some filming in there, it's called Little Europe. But it was also used in the good place. Specifically, it was the afterlife.
You, Eleanor Shellstrop, are dead.
Cool.
This location, the afterlife, come on. I've never ever seen this. You're in the good place.
I'm not supposed to be here. I can't risk going to the bad place.
Well, maybe it's not all that bad.
How can I help you?
What is the bad place like?
Well, it doesn't sound awesome.
It was also where some of our Universal Studios monsters got their start. Dracula, Frankenstein, Werewolf.
Listen now, the monster. He's in the woods. Get out of the black house. Raise all the vacant pens, lock the women indoors, and wait for me. I'm ready! Your forces on go!
So in a minute, we're going to go inside stage 50. When we do, everyone, please remain seated. Keep your hands and feet inside the tram. You see a sign that says, "Caution, filming in progress. Do not enter when the red light is on." Once that light goes green, it should momentarily here. We'll travel through those elephant doors as we do. Please remain seated. No camera lights, please. I can tell you a little bit about what we're going to see. Stage 50 is what we call a hot set. Just means that they were currently filming inside here. You can see crews still around. This is set up to be the underground subway system for San Francisco. They're not yet announcing who's going to be starring in it or any of the other details, the title of the film. But you'll see on your left-hand side, they've got a chalkboard acting as a makeshift call sheet. Call time is 6 a.m. Yeah, a lot of work that goes in here. By the way, after we exit here, this is the quiet zone. Jump off the microphone again, but I can talk over in here. Look over on your left, you see the director's chair, and you also have the monitor. That's called playback. So after a scene is cut, play it back, determine if you want to do another take or move on. Then you got hair, makeup, wardrobe at the end. Then I like, whoa, listen up everyone, hold on. This is slight tremor. Not a big deal, it's California, happens all the time. But let's open up the front door. I don't want to be in here. Stay seated, hold on. We're going to have to ride it out.
That was cool.
That was just like
Crazy, guys.
how was that? Oh.
They're shooting the birds.
Okay, thanks for helping with that. Now you notice we're at Universal Studios picture card section. I heard somebody say, oh, I like this one, I like that one. Okay, the one that I like, probably right there, Bumblebee from Transformers next to Decepticon. But this Duesenberg from The Mummy, imagine driving that down Hollywood Boulevard, would be pretty cool. Oh, I forgot about the next part of the tour though. Oh, this makes me nervous. You don't want to park anything out here for a very good reason. You probably know his name, Norman Bates, if you're a true crime fan. He owns the Bates Motel from Alfred Hitchcock's films. Psycho. He's supposed to be in prison. Wait a second, that's him. Oh no, we gotta get out of here. When he closes the door, let me know, we'll take off. What's going on? I can't see. Oh no. Oh, he saw us. Hey, Norman, uh-oh. I've seen that look before. Hey now, Norman. Don't do what I think. Norman, Norman, put that away. These are my guests. No. I'm gonna tell Mother. Norman, before we're trying to get out of here, he's psycho. Now you may remember that Norman and his mother live in this creepy looking house coming up over here on our left-hand side. Look at the second story window because sometimes you can still see Mother watching Norman or keeping an eye on us. I don't know. Second story window. If you want to wave at her, go for it. I don't, because she scares me. Yeah, some of you are smiling. I'll see if you're smiling. Once you see Mother up there, you see her in the second story window? Oh yeah. A little dehydrated. Mr. Botox appointment. Horrible jokes. That's only going to really upset Mother. I know. I should have. Bad jokes. And now, welcome to Steven Spielberg's set War of the Worlds. You can see how massive this is and all the detail that went into creating it. Keep this in mind as we drive through, okay? Everything you see around you was created for what turns out to be a 4-minute part of the actual film. All this for 4 minutes. Here's a quick scene. You can check it out on your monitors.
Was perfect example of a set that is all designed around the vision of Steve. And just ready to sit down and talk about the world. What if the 747 goes down right in a big neighborhood? Because it's just something you don't see.
You're doing good.
Close your eyes, okay? Yeah, closed. Bobby, get in.
That's a real 747 plane, had been retired. It was being stored in the desert in Arizona. Production got a pretty good deal on it. It was like $60,000. They cut it up into pieces, shipped it down here to California. That cost $200,000. A lot of money. We've got about 10 minutes left to the end of the tour. We'll be returning to the theme park shortly. If you have a medical emergency, please pull the red emergency cord and remain seated. We've talked about some generation-defining directors like Steven Spielberg and Alfred Hitchcock. Let's talk more about Jordan Peele, because in a moment, we're going to drive you through some of the original sets from his sci-fi thriller hit Nope. Here to tell you about Jupiter's Claim is the Oscar and Emmy Award-winning writer-director Jordan Peele.
I love me some Jordan Peele.
Movie magic only happens when a team of collaborators, often in the hundreds, work together to take an impossible notion and bring it to life. This is Jupiter's Claim, a nostalgic, small-time Southern California amusement park owned by former child star Ricky Jupe Park.
She's never seen this movie. One day she will.
Over there, look into the winking well and have your picture taken just like the kids in that old 90s movie Kid Show. That's what this whole place is loosely based on. Remember that one? No? What? A little further down, you can see the brand new Star Lasso Experience. Built to showcase an unbelievable new live show. It's not looking so live. Anyway, behind this Hollywood fantasy lies a sinister secret. Here? It is smack dab in the center of the hotspot. Welcome to the world of no.
I think we had to take that advice and get out. It's definitely not for us. As we head up back to the theme park, one more thing I wanted to point out to you over on your right-hand side. So this area of the back lot's called Falls Lake. That big blue wall that you see there, directly in front is a deep basin. I think now it's got a bunch of our transportation trucks in there, but certain productions would come out here and fill that entire area with water, like for the movie Sully. I'll play the scene on your monitors here. This was all filmed out here in Falls Lake. So you already know that Tom Hanks is real, right? The plane, the actors on the wings, the water, that's all real. But the city of New York is the big blue wall that you see there. In post-production, the blue wall is removed, and the city of New York is then added. Okay, I gotta pause it right there because I like that one. Over there on your right-hand side, you can check that out as we drive down through this area. That was all filmed out here in Falls Lake, even with these rescue boats as well. As we head on back to the theme park, I thought I'd let Steven Spielberg tell you about how he got his career started here at Universal.
My entire career began with my relationship with Universal Studios just as a high school kid on a tour bus. Remember, in those days, there weren't trams, there were buses called the Gray Line Tour Bus. And I was so excited and thrilled to be on the lot. This was my first time ever on a movie studio lot. And during a bathroom break, I hid in the bathroom, and when everybody left to get back on the bus, I waited another 15 minutes until I'm sure the bus left, and then I had the entire lot to myself that day. And in those days, movie lots were so crowded because all movies were made on film lots. Today they're made all over the world, on locations, but most of it was focused in those days, in the 60s, on the film lots. So nobody noticed me when I was going around from soundstage to soundstage, and I really felt, in my own young way, I owned the lot and had the most amazing day of my life.
I hope you have an amazing afternoon and evening here at Universal Studios Hollywood. If you haven't downloaded on your smartphone the Universal Studios Hollywood app, great time to do so. They'll give you the latest up-to-date show times, along with wait times for our rides. Check out Waterworld, a live SeaWorld spectacular, Secret Life of Pets. Give you you'd like to purchase any of the movies or TV shows you've seen on our tour today, visit us online or ask in any of our retail stores. We're almost back to the Tram Plaza, but please remain seated. The tram comes around the corner, it comes to a complete stop, and one of our tour ambassadors unlocks these gates. That's our signal it's safe to stand up and then carefully exit the tram. Those 3D glasses, you won't need them anymore. As you exit, you'll see some blue bins. If you drop them in there, that would help us out. Appreciate that. But your day here in Hollywood is never officially over until you hear these words. That's a wrap, everyone. You were fantastic. Thank you all so much. We'll see you in the movies. Welcome back, everyone. Please remain seated.
Alright, we did it. Alright, all done. Alright, Mom. Okay, well, bye-bye. Bye-bye, everybody.